Regional business class often feels like a premium for travelers who don't realize the difference. You pay extra, you board the plane, and what do you actually get? A slightly wider economy seat with the middle blocked out. Today, we are at Manila Ninoy Aquino Airport on Philippine Airlines flight PR894 to Taipei. It's an Airbus A321, and today we'll find out if Philippine Airlines' reputation for good service extends to their short-haul flights. As an international transit passenger at Manila Airport, you'll need to clear security gap before your next flight. Terminal 1's security process is notably relaxed. While laptops are supposed to be removed from bags, the officer didn't ask, and everything went through the scanner without issue. This might be a staffing oversight or simply how things operate here, but it's worth knowing as a potential security loophole. After clearing transit, I headed straight to the Mabuhay Lounge, Philippine Airlines' own lounge at Terminal 1. This is a relatively new addition to their ground facilities. When Steve flew with the same airline before, they had the lounge that was a step below this one. The Mabuhay has since been renovated and the upgrade is noticeable. The food and drink options are solid, a decent spread by any reasonable measure. It won't match the top tier lounges like Cathay Pacific Pier, but for what you're paying for Philippine Airline tickets, the Mabuhay Lounge does the job well. The buffet offers a simple selection of fruits, condiments, and Chinese noodles alongside 5 to 6 soft drink options. It is not elaborate, but it covers the essentials. In the afternoon, the lounge is quiet and spacious with no competition for seating. There are plenty of power points throughout, so you can easily charge your devices before your flight. A dedicated sleeping area is also available alongside the main seating area, a useful option for those transiting and needing a rest. The Mabuhay Lounge offers a great vantage point overlooking the tarmac, perfect for plane spotting while you wait. We spent about 3 hours there before heading to the gate. One thing to note about the Ninoy Aquino International Airport itself is its age. Stepping outside the lounge reveals a dated facility. It is not a large airport and arguably smaller than some regional airports in Australia and China. While functional, it doesn't pretend to be a modern international hub. PR894 departs from the remote gate. After scanning your boarding pass, head downstairs and board a shuttle bus to the aircraft. The bus ride offers a great view of the airport and tarmac. You can watch aircrafts landing and taking off from the runway as you make your way out. We also spent about 15 minutes on the tarmac waiting for traffic to clear. The bus had to give way to aircraft moving on the apron. Today's aircraft is an Airbus A321 Papa Romeo Charlie 9929, having first flown on 4th November 2016. This makes it approximately 9 years old at the time of this flight. One downside of the remote boarding process is a lack of true priority boarding. While business class passengers are called first at the gate, once everyone is on the bus, it's a level playing field. All passengers disembark from the front door together with no separation on the bus side. Therefore, the priority lane advantage effectively ends at the gate. Stepping onto the aircraft, you're immediately struck by the condensation. The cabin is incredibly humid due to the air conditioning, making it feel like walking into a humidifier. Hot towels were promptly offered after boarding, followed by a welcome drink. Kiki and I both opted for a guava juice. The flight departed 25 minutes late. The captain explained that we were waiting for a pushback truck to become available for the aircraft. This took about 20 to 30 minutes and we weren't able to push back until then. While not uncommon at the busy airport, a delay is still a delay. As we taxi, let me show you the aircraft's power outlet. It is positioned underneath the seat. The taxi to the runway was brief, but we held briefly to clear landing traffic before taking our position. We finally lifted off at 6:50 p.m. local time. The night view of Manila on departure was truly spectacular. The city is sprawled across darkness and it's one of the views that's worth staying awake for. This service in-flight entertainment is delivered via wireless portal. Connect to the onboard Wi-Fi and any website you type automatically redirects you to the entertainment system. It's an intranet-only setup, so there's no internet access. The portal features a moving map showing the aircraft's position. Just a heads up, you need to tap the plane icon to unlock and interact with the map. Dragging it directly won't work. Cabin service kicked off shortly after takeoff. Today's meal options were the Western choice and a Taiwanese one. I opted for the 5-spice chicken rice, and it was genuinely excellent. It was actually very authentic, and the presentation is very good. After dinner, ice cream was served. Kiki and I chose vanilla and strawberry respectively, both from Carmen's Best, a Filipino brand that added nice local touch to the service. The flight encountered severe turbulence throughout a significant portion of the sector. It started during the meal service, causing everything on the tray to shake and water to slosh in the glasses. Eating became a bit of an exercise, but that's more weather than an airline fault. One final note, the business class seat on this A321 doesn't fully recline. This is a regional narrow-body aircraft, so you're in a recliner seat, not a flat bed. Manage expectations accordingly. About an hour into the flight, the cabin settled into a comfortable and quiet atmosphere. Everyone had been fed and drinks has been served, and the remainder of the sector was uneventful. We arrived at Taipei Taoyuan International Airport on time. The night approach into Taipei was breathtaking. The city stretched endlessly in every direction, a continuous sea of light from above. It's truly difficult to appreciate Taipei's vastness until you see it from this vantage point at night. Upon arrival, all passengers undergo security screening before clearing immigration and customs. Taiwan takes this seriously, so make sure not to carry any items that you're not supposed to carry. For Australian passport holders, entry is visa-free for up to 90 days. Just make sure you're filling your TWAC 3 days before arrival. A practical tip before leaving the airport is to get an EasyCard, Taiwan's transit card, as your first stop after clearing the arrivals. It covers most of the public transport network and makes getting around the city easy. Just remember the EasyCard top-ups only accept cash, so make sure you withdraw enough Taiwanese dollar from an ATM before you leave. As always, this trip was entirely self-funded and free from airline and sponsor influence. Thanks again for watching MB Flyer. In our next video, we'll be flying from Taipei to Osaka on China Airlines business class on an A330-300. Stay tuned and see you next time.